Do not attempt any of what you are about to see at home. We are trained professionals in idiotic shit, and we are not responsible for your injury or any kind of deaths.
Wow, that sounds like shit.
I'm doing my best, okay? It doesn't run. But it looks cool as hell.
Sure does.
So, it is day one of the custom muscle mower build, and I can call it a build because apparently nowadays a build is a paint job and some light bars. Am I right, Chevy guys? High five. I'm kidding, of course. Dodge, Jeep, and even Ford guys are guilty of that bullshit too. So we won't be calling this muscle mower a build because we're not sick in the head. This beauty is going to get a gloss black and candy red flame paint job with chrome trim. It'll make any musclehead proud. Now, who does not love a good muscle car? Those things are sick as hell. The classic 60s, 70s, and 80s of muscle were the absolute best years in automotive history. However, if you're like me and you have no fucking money, you gotta make do with what you have. And what I had was this co-op turf track. And I'm gonna show you that anyone can own a piece of muscle on a dime. This thing is frozen and stuck on the ground like my career as a rap artist. Where am I gonna put a chain on this thing? Sure, why not? That looks fragile as hell. This thing's more frozen than, what's that fucking movie that's all frozen shit? After a super intense struggle to get this bastard out of the ice, we finally got this thing into the shop and we're ready to get it torn down for painting. Ain't that right, Kevin? Kevin? If that ain't hot rod material, I don't know what is. I suppose now we can call it a build, because we're going to be deleting these headlights, because who the fuck needs headlights on a lawnmower? I sure hope that was the right cable. Originally, this was supposed to be a working mower. You were actually going to be able to cut your grass with this beast. However, I think the mounts that attached the mower deck to the body of the tractor either broke when I was dragging it out or rusted off, or a combination of both. And the belt under there is a little sketch, so you could cut grass with this, but I would not recommend it. Mower deck's all pulled off, and yeah, it looks done fuckered. Mower deck being screwed is actually a blessing in disguise. Now we've removed a ton of weight, and we can remove all these little levers and such, and we might actually build a speed demon. Oh, someday, when we've mined all the lithium and all the copper needed to make your stupid electric vehicles, this is what the next generation of snowflake is gonna think their car is gonna run on. Fucking leaves. They're gonna have to call the car a Nissan Leaf. I just came up with that. Trademark.
Jesus, I have returned to put these drag radials on. All right, they're just wheelbarrow tires, but close enough. Look at the stance on that thing.
The tires look a little angled.
They are. I don't know why. This thing's got 12 horsepower, NA, no nitrous, no boost, none of that shit. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Fucking polishing chrome, dude. What the fuck you think I'm doing? This thing looks like a Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never watched this show as a kid. I don't know how the song goes. Fuck.
Here's a super cheap and slightly unreliable tech tip. When you're building a hot rod, make sure your wheelbarrow tires are the same. Now that includes size, width, and most importantly, the bearing. This thing, god damn it, it's got 2 different bearings. I didn't know they made 2.
Painting should be done in a dust and smoke-free environment, but those are expensive. Well, they're not. It's just too cold to paint outside. Wait, outside's dusty too. You'll never be able to avoid smoke, dust, grass, or animals if you're cheap. Come on down to LemonAid Cheap Customs, where we have a fully fledged professional grade paint shop located right in the back of our garage. Another successful day of squatting low to the ground so we can show off our project and ourselves in frame. Something we've learned on our journey to starting a custom vehicle company is that a build will never turn out the way that you thought it would in your head, especially these cheap ones. This may look good with the fresh paint and on camera, but I promise you this paint job is spotty at best. But still pretty proud of it, and we're going to come back tomorrow and airbrush it. Stick around.
So we're going to airbrush these flames on. I have no idea how to do it, but there is a book for this. This isn't even in English. I guess we're on our own. Terrible. I'd say that's pretty decent.
So we have this ambitious vision to do flames on the hot rod, but we don't actually know how to do flames. We're just practicing and then winging it. So, fire.
You look like a child at school.
Yeah. That's good. I need that bar.
So, we've decided to stop calling it a muscle mower because muscle cars don't have this sick type of paint job. It's all about what's under the hood, and this thing's only got 12 horsepower, so we have to distract you with all these skulls and the chrome. Originally, this was supposed to be just a one video project, but this carb is seized in more ways than I can possibly count. So for this episode, we're just going to do all the cosmetics, and then in part 2, we'll actually race it. Kevin took off on me again, but don't worry, he'll be back for part 2 when we make this thing run and we tune it up to be the ultimate racing machine. See you next time.